Okay, testing. There it goes. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to get, cause I changed it with, when I was recording videos. Ooh, now it's working. Yeah, it should be better. I just had to test it and make sure it was working. Yeah, it shouldn't be too loud. I'm turn it a tiny bit. Turn it down 1 decibel at least. Neil, I hope you're here to tell me you've received word from our helper. I wish. Nay, I've had a peep out. I've not had a peep out of him, and it's been a good long while now. Too bloody long. Good morning. Hope you're having a nice day. On account of which, I'm going to sneak over to the border and see if I can't get a signal to him more closer up. What if they catch you? There must be another way. Oh no, that's okay. I was using my camera, I just didn't have it connected at the time. It wasn't working. It was working, it just wasn't connected to the OBS, which is why you couldn't hear me. Well, it ain't as if we asked. It ain't as if we can ask Thankful to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking my way through Gimlet. Now the fighting. Now. Yeah. Sorry, I'm all over this now. Don't let now the fighting side down. God knows there's enough shadows to hide it. You want Marcus? Joel wants to. He just wanted to sit up on my chair with me. One second. Come on, Marcus. Come on. Oh boy. Sorry for the squeaky chair. And it beats waiting around here twiddling my thumbs. Any road, I just thought I'd let you know if this be. I nearly forgot. Marlo's at the Stones, and she's wanted a word. Something to do with the patients. She was getting ready to examine him again when I left. You'd best head back then. I'm sure it's important. What do you want? Do you want down or up? Okay. Let me let him out of the room real quick. You know what? I don't have my YouTube channel. Here, let me... that one. Where's it at? Should be right there. Oh, it's not. Okay, for some reason it has the PC recording. Let me turn that off. Game capture. There we go. There we go. I wonder how you turn the thing off. At least with the chat over here, that could be a little bit easier. And this VTuber streaming and drinking. I'm not sure, that's just a little weird to me, I think. Probably not. Let's see, where was I going? Let's go to... then. Yeah, the rest is those. Yes. Check my chats real quick. see what Tararu wants. I think she's still examining them. Oh, do hope it's nothing bad. Let's see what's up.
You're here. Good.
So, how are they?
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good.
That's for sure.
Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
Leave it to me. Oops.
Thank you.
But where's he even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct? Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation. We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
Time to head on back. Hey, let me test something real quick. Something here. Testing, testing. Okay. So okay. Think back. So we have to go back to the first. Change to 10. Here we go. We can go back to the first. Guess we talk to the crystal egg. So I do kind of want to paladin. I mean, not paladin. I'm already paladin. But I do want to try seeing what what's called is like healer classes and stuff like that. Seeing what that's all like. If business with the crystal eggs. Yes. We're back. Ah, look, you've returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But of course, it wasn't. Go on. Shit. The corporal ether shows signs of instability. By the gods. Possibility never even occurred to me. If you have returned in the hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you will be sorely disappointed. It is but a mercy we have mix of Mistress Kyle and Master Montoya to keep our friend's body safe while we wrestle with the problem. They cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. The others must be told. Sounds a lot like Final Fantasy III music. There's Oreo and Jake.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryle's findings.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryle is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration. Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic that summoned you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the First. To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state. I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
Ow! What was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless he says so.
Oh.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What did you just...
What?
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary success. I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of his body and soul, but his personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us his possessions, he could carry our souls back to the source upon his person?
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change. But vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on his part and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Milady hath the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet, were we to immure our souls within an object in his possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured. White Auracite would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease. We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back onto our vacant bodies.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us. On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves.
Okay.
It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience. They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Money. It's still have Northern Dark Knight Monk, Venus Red Mage. Let's get Red Mage stuff. Red Mage. And it was that inventory. Okay, activate the baby. Well, I have to put those in my inventory slot. Okay. First exarch will waste no time seeking help or your standard branded comrades. The Grand Cosmos, that is the palace we seek, stands on the opposite shore of the source. I'll arrange for a boat to carry us there. So what are they looking at? Whilst thou journeyest thither, think it best that I devote my energies to the creation of the white orosite. By thy leave, of course, process requireth no small amount of time. And should the Numo consent to lend us their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Who said that? Was that? Oh, that was Orianji that said that. I thought that was the excerpt. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen, and to prepare for a war. For warm recognition. Goodbye, Orianji. See you later. Say, pray join the others in Sullen. I shall turn my thoughts to the sites, and as Thancred and being in the process. Alright. Turn in. Check back. Yeah, I thought something was sus about that. It's hard to tell sometimes because the icon's so small and you think like, oh, they're just having random conversation. Yeah. Their body ritual. Where's the... I can use that instead of flying over there. Chocobos. There. I'm over here. Doing stuff. Right upstairs. The fort. No. This. Oh, so. That way. There's a lot of missions right here. A little further south. You do. I'm relieved to hear that the Exarch intended to arrange for a boat to carry us across the lake. Not that I would be opposed to swimming, mind you. The Exarch said to prepare for a warm reception in the palace. Let's hope it's more. Hope is more cordial than his last visit. It said the palace is on the opposite shore, but I see nothing on the horizon, save empty sky. Curious. As I told you before, I had scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon those familiars. I expect the reception today to be no different, which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn. I'm sorry, but are we not here to petition for assistance? We can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the Exarch may have the right of it. Well, my mouse is disappearing after a couple seconds. I have no doubt what a great deal of time and energy into their creations. Where I should be more interested to meet with those who would overcome my defenses. That's what any true seeker of knowledge. And there's little we can say or do to convince them to help us if we know nothing of their character. Nor less why they choose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, mayhap we can earn ourselves an audience. Let's go. Whose drama it is? I must say, Exarch, you certainly seem to be enjoying all of this. He's having some fun. Do I? Well, I will not deny that I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be in rather high spirits. As to me, that I'm surprised, your moods invariably improve when the nuke is around. All. What exactly are you implying? He averted a calamity and light, which seemed destined to consume him, has been extinguished. It is only natural that you be pleased to see him. Very well. We will have plenty of time to celebrate his good health after we finish here. Of course. Then let us proceed to the palace. Alright, let's see how this goes. We go in with the NPCs. Mindless before 30. Okay, we can see how this goes. So far, just me. If it takes a while, we can do the NPC thing. No idea. I'm gonna go grab some more water. Here, but Okay, I'm back. Oops. Didn't know. You wait a few minutes. You smell in the water? You know what? I wonder if you can get some fishing in. Fish. Catch any fish. Oh. Being not suited for this location. Yeah, better bait. Again? No, maybe not. I'm not gonna work in this area. No. What do I do with the group? Let's see. Maybe do party finder. No, hunt. What am I doing now? Yeah, the Grand Cosmos. Okay, so let's do completion, beginners, MSQ. Withdraw. Healer in. Oh, nice. Oh, I can't wait for the new tail. Now that I think about it. It'll be so nice. Just get my a little bit more towards the middle. It's on live. And now we just gotta wait on a healer. Heal on. Ooh, okay. Let's do Viewfinder, Grand Cosmos. Pretty. Ooh, spooky. Okay. And Cosmos. Red. Disconnected. Uh, dang. You're back. Cool, cool. Let's see. make sure to set one thing. Fire, we can catch fire. Stack on the red markers, then immediately spread it.
was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
Oh, it's one of these people.
Backlook, 'tis good to see you again after all these years. And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain. But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Shake? Beg?
Our comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence! It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion. But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. That damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety. Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
Don't go forward.
You know of the plague? Then you know how dangerous soulcraft can be. Instead of saving your friends, you risk damning them. Are you sure you're willing to take that chance? Oh. No. Oh, very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
Commensurate with your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Quisterium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
There we go. There you are. There's yeah. The others have gone ahead to the Crystal Tower with big luck. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when reading. Just words when reading with them. I have ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet, I cannot deny that part of me is glad that Orion shared his knowledge of the Nubal with us. Had he not, Big Lug wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry to keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. We now enter the Grand Cosmos with the NPC avatars. First interface located Judy. Okay. We'll get a couple more Oreos. Right back. I'm just about ready to leave behind. It's a little rude. We mustn't deny. We only hear any longer, Luna. Big love is to hear the truth of our trivials in the first. You of all people should be present. All right.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
Everything we told you. Of the source, the shards, The 7 umbral calamities. All of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own. And your soul is the densest of them all.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of 4-3 and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
That's great. Big love is a fine eye. Have yet to begin. I'd rather think the Exarch was right to call. Sometimes I forget we're not truly here in the first. It would be good to be whole again. Fortunately for us, Big Lug is of mind to see you and your fellow Scions justly compensated for their efforts. Still, have you given any thought to how you might return to your world? I'm gonna try. Let's see. I'm gonna try different color and everything. It looks kind of cool. I don't know how well it goes with the outfit. That's just a tiny bit, but I can't. Yeah, I'm going to test it. See how it looks. White Oversight. White Oversight, you say? An intriguing proposition. But one which fails to account the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long, in which an energetic, unstable state, in such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their souls within the Oversight. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain a corporeal form, souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. The minds would ultimately be separated from those faux bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. Cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be stifled upon your return. Leaving lifeless husks. Those poor souls in the inn at Journey's Head, corrupted by the Sin Eaters. Their ether may be stagnant by the light. Their ether made stagnant by the light. Stagnant? When I see these unfortunate individuals, why do you think you might be able to help them? I might or might not, but I shan't know for sure until I see their condition firsthand. And I'll be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see. No need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guests To the end, I would suggest Orianger will assist Orianger creating the requisite I keep wanting to say right. Requisite foresight. I believe my talents will be better applied to that endeavor as well. I'll leave the three of you to assist Backlog if necessary. Sure thing. Just make way so I'm wrong then. Right, let's go. Let me change the color of the color of the halo real quick. Yes, his aether balance leans perilously toward the light, or stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright are you, boy. The same as all poor souls corrupted by the light. He will become a sin eater. You don't know that. We've defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Harlech was completely unresponsive before, but now And perhaps there is yet hope, If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic that could temporarily stimulate ether in one's body. For some refinement, it came to be used the Knights of Vobert. Then for far darker purposes, lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it, but for their sakes I will break my oath. It is not like to reverse the stagnation into, but it could offer some measure of relief. Okay, let's try giving them that medicine then. Told there's one click value. It seemed the tonic has done no effect. What is this mark in my chest? And we're not giving any to help. He doesn't get any, I guess. Not good. Avoid. Oh, I feel warm in my legs. Don't feel as heavy. Alright, next is Howard. Now then, have you noted any changes in the patients? The notable rise in body temperature increased motor function, in most of the patients at least. The more severely affiliated show no response. As I feared then. It's true, with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light is no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that is, their soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Howard, appear unaffected by your tonic. I say. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by finest of threads. There's a chance he may one day recover, of course. But it could take years, decades even. The gods, he could wake to find himself an old man. Find reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life he never had chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it Possible we could find a way to hasten their recovery. Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible. But in training them, we might learn something of relevance to our own predicament. Nee. Bigwig is ready to speak of the metaphysical. I suspect that the Crystal Exarch has told you of my past. That I was once a mage of the Royal Court of Vobert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administer to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom, but in the end my knowledge brought only suffering. Plague the like which none ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, which would have been my greatest triumph, instead became my greatest shame. So dwell on the past, and now you have a chance to redeem yourself. That I do, a comforting thought indeed. Let us return to the task at hand, finding a means of which we might vitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Do you think it can be done? Where the sky is still ablaze with phenomenal light, I will call it exercise in utility. But now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They were able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the aether revitalizing magics. We will untimely employ. We are about to launch into a lengthy explanations of metaphysics. Your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is needs to be done. It is all the same to you. Whatever reagents must be produced or spells invoked, I'll do it. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task is to gather the necessary materials. First of waters and the finest clays. All is well the Fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. As well. You're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients find. Well, the water and clay would be simple enough. But I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean. Pixie took quite a liking to us before. We humored them with our company. I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. Fine. Pay a visit to Ilmag. Though I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the faithful. Oh, while you are about it, seek out the Namu Fa'eni. buy any. They will be able to supply you with the water suitable for our needs. Let's get this over with, shall we? Still remains the matter of the clay. May I prevail on you to find it? Yeah, get that clean. Let's go get the clay. Okay, gonna tell us where it is. If a Rock would likely be best, know you anyone who might be able to assist us. Nurse it wine. Yes, they will be able to point you in the right direction, I'm sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there's aught else I can learn from the stagnation which afflicts these people here. What are they doing now? Yeah, they're doing over here. Starting to think maybe get better someday. Well enough to go home. But yeah, he's not that far down off there. Let's go to Twine. Which would go. You know what, can I just take the GoPro? How much is that gonna cost? Might be cheaper. Yeah, it's 25 gil cheaper. Not bad. I'm gonna go for another 3 minutes. Man. Oh yeah, I remember him now. But no, well, what a coincidence. I'm at a good time, just a moment finished preparing the Talos and probably you lot to the boss of Rick. The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have seen it. It would have been another matter had you not had a visit from Master Chai. Yeah, but we can't do a little sleepy. Oh. I guess that's good. I can stream in 1080p. It just can't be 60 FPS. No, at least it's something. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from Dallas Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man, that China's. Seemed pretty keen on the ideas I have for putting the giant telescope to work. Like a giant trolley, but Magnus still refuses to see all the good it could do. Good we could do with it. We're entitled to do our dreams, Jared. But that doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. Something tells me the looks here. Something tells me the look need to come all the way to talk about Raleigh's. What is it you need, friend? We need some clay. I see, and this familiar requires clay from Amare. Look no further if anyone can find it. Quality clay, it's us. Saying that it isn't a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there is a time when we used to take clay for Mount Bearn mines to make adobe bricks. This is swarming with coyotes now, but if you're after the good stuff, you could do worse than to look there. Right, I'm gonna be right back. On BRB in here. I can just BRB right now. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm just gonna finish this mission and then head out. Okay, up there. Church Mount Burn Mines for lumps of clay. Alright. Norwood to the mines. Here. Way out. Guess we're not going to play. Get another over here. Alright, so it's just around this one rock. Another piece. There we go. Put this freaking easy. Go all the way back. We'd probably just teleport over there. Yeah. Just for 100 gil. Okay. The twins have returned in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament, but no. You have the clay, I take it. Yep, here you go. Wonderful. You need but combine the clay and water, then heat the mixture with the Fate Lantern. After that, it's a simple matter of sizzling upon the suitable form and forming the necessary incantation. Hey, look, I have a question. In the event that we had need of this spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes. How can the others have suffered so much, and I swore to do everything in my power to save them? There's a chance this spell can do that. I would be the one to invoke it. Mayhap you should be the one to do so. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with their strong desire to help them, drastically increase the magic's effect. You are plainly more familiar with these people than I. I dare say there are a few in all of Marveldont more dedicated to finding the cure. Is that not so, Linux? She's the best woman for the job. Very few. I should go over. I'll see what I can do. The best woman for the job. Give it my all. For Helric and Celine. Then we are all of mind and matter. Alice, I'll be the one to conjure the familiar. Already. See what happens.
Let us begin. I trust you've prepared the clay?
Big chunk of clay.
Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy. Plump, with floppy ears and a short curly tail.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
Oh no, how's it gonna look?
There we are. How's that?
Well, it is certainly creative. There's no denying that.
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is what the invoker believes that matters.
Like you.
You're not helping.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality. Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye. Now then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Oh.
Not bad for a first attempt. Now, let us see what can be done for young Halric. Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul. You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
No biggie.
A name. All right, I've decided. Now. Go, Angelo!
All is cute. Oh.
Mother,
Ooh. Well, so it was only for a moment he spoke. There may yet be hope for these people. Easy pick luck to get up to work. I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. In my eyes do not see a hint of color has returned to his soul. Once I would jump for joy if I weren't so exhausted. So close now, Alric. As long as you are ever now in the presence of discovering his magics as much of the invoker, which you may not have realized. Is that the same is also true of the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution, however, any further treatment. However, with further treatment, with the utmost confidence, the boy will make a full recovery. All. Observing the reanimation of his largest stagnant soul has been most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to the proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect, that is, to induce stagnation. Thus enabling our safe transport back to the source via foresight. thought occurred to me. This treatment. Megalub said when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind's separated from the body, and the person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does that not sound like the tempered back in the source? Not really, it is the fates most tempted to become slaves to primals, save in the handful of... It is the fate of most tempted to become slaves to the primals, save in a handful of cases, or am I missing something? To master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know of at least one in the source that could desperately use treatment. Oh yeah. Exactly, his condition is uncannily similar to Rick's, is it not? The only difference is being that his soul has suffered with earth aspected ether instead of light. Follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, there might be a chance we can save him, right? So, who's this Gabu fellow whom you speak? I see, his condition does sound similar. Yes, there is much and more to talk about. More about the soul that remains unknown even to me. I say this not to discourage you, understand, but to remind you that there is delicate work we do here, work requiring patience. Of course. And as long as there is hope for the patients here, I will hope whatever time is needed to see this through. I refuse to spend the time in idleness. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angelo and continue their treatment. The two of you should return to the Crystallarium with big luck and see if you can help. See if you can make some headway on the newly posted theories. I will tell you to rest first, but I see you are not to be convinced. Fire of youth. Let's return to the Crystallarium then. Finally, I found you. Who is it? Oh, it's, Aishir. Yeah. Aishir, what are you doing all the way up here? There's trouble back in Yulmore. Lady Chai is beside herself. Sighing, pacing, the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you. Find you pacing, you say? Must be urgent. Take it. I will be returning to the Crystallarium alone. Go on then. It is not as if I have anything for you to do. Thank you, Becca. Sorry for bothering you and all that, but she says the future of Yulmore is at stake. What's going on now? Right when we get something done, we have to do another thing. Don't return. Okay. Probably do this solo. So. Yeah, maybe you guys can see my transition I got for the scene here. Let's see. I have to manually do it in OBS though. Oh, I don't know why it doesn't change it. Let's see. Properties. Fine. Sleep it. You see, it already changes it for some reason. Hmm. 800. Right. Let's try. There we go. Okay, I think I got it working. Let's try in. There we go. It's working now. Wind down time. Glad we're able to stream in 1080p. This has to be 30 FPS. And like the 30 FPS, I don't mind 30 FPS, but my computer handles 60 FPS. There's one accelerate to. Yeah, I'll try streaming it on Wednesday. And I remember if I'm busy on Thursday or not. Oh yeah, I go into work early Thursday, so I won't be able to stream on Thursday. To go. we'll do that part off stream, and I will do you want to do some, maybe some art Wednesday night? We'll see how that goes. I'll get some sketches done and then get a thumbnail ready for Wednesday's stream. You started. Baby, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah. Same channel, I'll be streaming here on YouTube. Yeah. See you guys then. Peace. Wonder if I can see. I think I could do a big zoom in. Big. It would be up, down. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.